All right, let's do it. Next month is Pride Month. So, what do you got for me? Okay, we could put rainbow colors on all of our products, up the marketing, and put a little poster saying everyone welcome.
Steve, good answer.
That's it. We'll do it. I love it. I'm so glad we had this meeting. You're getting a raise. Ah, thank you so much, sir. I had an idea too. Too late. Save it for next year.
Oh my gosh, they are everywhere. Every brand is altering their logos to be rainbow colored and throwing out merch for you to buy and going on Twitter to mention how cool they are for caring and donating to LGBTQ charities. Look at this employee. This employee is gay. We have this employee in our store right now. Go say hi.
Real quick, when I found this stock photo, it was under the title Gay Inspector. I just thought that was funny. Excuse me, sir? Yes, I'm the gay inspector. I better not catch you having the gay or I'll write you up. I swear to God.
What's up, everybody? How are you? Honestly. As for me, I've been awesome as always. Today I wanted to talk about companies doing company tings, and that's failing at understanding people. Every year we round up to witness the gathering of businesses as they scramble to find ways to get those sweet June sales. All of those prior months spent practicing the art of subtlety will finally come into practice as our consumers prepare to be brandished with a plethora of coordinated colors, fake smiles, and cute narratives. Now, some of these brands are actually genuine, but on the other hand, some of these brands are imposters. So let's look at this month's contestants as it's pretty stacked, and at the end we will determine which company is the biggest Pride Month hypocrite. But don't worry, we'll also see if any of them made any actual contributions to show their support. Before we get to that, however, what's that over there? Oh, it's a rainbow flag on a promotional poster. There's another one. And one here. One here as well. Oh, it's a neat little design of a happy gay couple enjoying the brand.
What are you eating this Pride? Well, if you're a top, it seems like you can eat whatever you want. But if you're a bottom, you're expected to starve? Not this Pride.
Oh, would you look at that? It's already July. Businesses are now showing their colors by plastering the rainbow on their logos. All of these companies seem to really be behind the LGBTQ+ community via displays and branding, right? Not really. See, the problem is that's all it is. Branding. These certainly aren't their true colors. This kind of thing is called rainbow washing, and it's not as pleasant as it sounds. Rainbow washing sounds like a fun experience when washing clothes. Like you take it out and it's like either tie-dye or some random color. Oh, my shirt is red now. Good.
It'll be easier to hide the bloodstains that way.
Here's some examples of businesses that want you to think they care, but at the end of the day, you're the adopted child and money is the favorite. A lot of their promotions aren't doing anything to help, or even doing the bare minimum of supporting the community. Take, for example, our contestant number 1, Burger King, home of one of America's most famous so-so burgers, the Whopper. So BK pushed this same-sex bun idea to, I guess, raise awareness about the issue. I don't know. Bro, if you told me I was going to be represented by a hamburger with 2 of the same buns, I would be a tinge insulted, upset, and ready to sweep whoever is responsible for this. I can't wait to support the community by eating a burger. Welcome to Burger King. Are you a top or a bottom? Excuse me? Do you want the top buns or the bottom buns for the Pride Burger? Oh, what? Now the question is, like, which one is the female bun and which one is a male bun? I'm guessing the one with the many seeds on it is the male bun. Why is this burger popular again? Aside from that, has the self-proclaimed king of burgers helped out the community in any way? Well, last year Burger King donated a portion of money to the Human Rights Campaign for every chicken sandwich or chicken sold. The HRC is the largest LGBTQ advocacy in the US, so is this gesture genuine? Usually when donating to an organization involves buying the donator's products, it kind of makes it less altruistic. A true fan could argue that this would be Burger King's way to make it easier for people to pitch in, but it's most likely about the money. It's always about the money. Why have goodwill when you can have money? Last I checked, goodwill doesn't pay the bills. So it's more of a, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch theirs type deal. Not much else has been found as far as contributions go, but we'll have to see. I'm not too sure what to expect after that surprising Proud Whopper ad. It doesn't even have cheese! Moving on. Let's check up on contestant number 2. Formidable opponent across the category? This business likes to dabble in a little bit of controversy here and there. You could even call them an experienced veteran in the field of controversy. It's Urban Outfitters. What kind of controversial things, you ask? Well, things such as selling a shirt invalidating depression, selling a shirt that promotes eating disorders while using a model who might actually have an eating disorder, selling a shirt representing 4 kids who got murdered at a college, glorifying drug addiction, sponsoring a horrendously racist and stereotypical board game, and much, much more. Dude, it's as if someone thought, how can I make the cringiest and most edgy apparel and sell it to the stupid youths of today? Now, if you're thinking, kiddo, you're just describing Spencer's, well, I am, but I'm also talking about the vast lineup of clothes that had to be taken off of the shelves of Urban Outfitters. Despite all this, the brand is still popular. This year, they decided to come out with a Taylor Bennett collab to show awareness. Typical stuff apparel brands do for Pride Month, so nothing special. Their website boasts they reportedly donated over $250K to the GLSEN, which is a lot even though the company can earn that money fairly quickly. A change of pace from that bizarre card they sold a decade ago where they took a classic tale and made it weird. Seriously, you all, why are you so weird? But what is a CEO doing? What is a founder doing? Well, we actually get the answer to both of those questions since Richard Hain is both. And he, has kind of been known to be anti-gay and anti-abortion too to boot. He's also been sending a lot of money to questionable political leaders, like Rick Santorum, who has, traditional values, let's just say that. Of course, when Mr. Hater Hain was approached with that issue, he responded, "Our job as a business is not to promote a political agenda," which is a cowardly way to avoid the issue. While the company is somewhat making moves to help the community, Mr. Hain, however, who is still the CEO, hasn't said anything or showed that he's changed his stance, and it's reasonable to believe that his opinions remain the same. So I'm not really willing to give this one the benefit of the doubt. Can't say I'm surprised. Speaking of not surprising, our contestant number 3 is probably really only known for biscuits, and that's Cracker Barrel. CB is no stranger to controversy. In fact, they used to be known for segregating customer seating by race, seating or serving white customers before black customers, providing inferior service to black customers, denying black employees promotions, and even allowing white servers to refuse to serve black customers. Really hugging those southern roots. And I know that was almost 2 decades ago, but the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because that's still fairly recent times. And to be that racist and bigoted in the 2000s is nothing short of heinous. And usually being racist comes with a buy one get one free package that adds homophobia onto the value pack. So it makes you wonder how they hold up today. On their website, they talk about the various things they've been doing to be more inclusive, like showcasing black historical moments and figures during February, and even creating scholarships for historically black colleges. They also seem to take care in making sure all of their employees are equal by giving them the same benefits and opportunities, getting an 80 on the Human Rights Campaign Index, which is a B rather than an A, but considering where they were a long time ago, I would say that's a long jump. Cracker Barrel even got a handful of rewards proving so. Hell, they even condemned an outwardly homophobic cop / angry little pastor from entering the restaurant. I was doing some research on this when I found out in 1991 there was a report where the company would fire employees who failed to demonstrate normal heterosexual values. And I'm like, how do you demonstrate normal heterosexual values? Do you like kiss the closest opposite sex coworker?
Okay.
This report is according to the Lesbian and Gay Task Force. Wait, there's a task force? I mean, forget working at Cracker Barrel when you can work at the task force. But to go from that to where they are now is really, really great. So kudos to their progression. But, as optimistic as I am, I still had an inkling that something was going on. So I did a little more digging. And I got nothing, they're clean. Next contestant. Contestant number 4, H&M. H&M, like virtually every other clothing brand, released a Pride collection and donated 10% of their profit to the LGBTQ organization UN Free and Equal campaign. So what's wrong with that? They're helping. Considering H&M is a multi-billion-dollar company, one of the biggest in the world, it seems like a small portion. Am I asking too much of the brand? Any help is certainly better than none. You can just chalk it up to H&M doing something to contribute, but you gotta question if their generosity was based off sincerity or if it was to enhance their image and generate more sales. Any company can throw money at a charity and call it a day and make it seem like they actually care about the issues. After all, you'd want your customers who are part of that group to buy your stuff. The last thing you'd want to do is exclude their money. I mean them. So the easiest way to secure them is to donate to an organization. Depending on how big the company is, you can throw a large amount of money that organization's way, so that to the customer it seems like a grand contribution. But to the business, it's only a tiny dent in their gargantuan wallet. They can then pat themselves on the back and get back to business. There's also the problem of H&M selling pride-related products to countries like Bangladesh, where gay activists have a target on their backs. This just makes the targets bigger for them. It's reasonable to believe their attention for the community isn't really there as far as concerns go. Now, there's no telling if H&M is actually only using this as a tactic to look good in public, but they don't always make the best decisions, so it's a toss-up for me. Okay, so contestant number 5. You know them well, super popular. That's right, it's Chick-fil-A. I'm sure a lot of you are already aware, but for those of you that aren't, the founder of Chicken Place, along with the former CEO and COO, have expressed some things that go against the lifestyle and rights of gay people. Things like donating $5 million, wow, to anti-gay organizations between 2003 to 2010. Some of those organizations going as far as to implement ex-gay therapy, which seeks to turn, gay people straight. And if you don't think that's horrifying, imagine an organization that tried to force straight people into being gay. Now, of course, the heads of the companies don't represent, the whole environment. I find the one bad apple ruins the whole bunch frame of mind kind of unfair. Many workers associated with the company don't share the same sentiments, so of course I'm not talking about the good people when I'm dissing on the company. But what's done under the company's name will be cast in judgment. Though I can understand why some people don't separate the owner from the business. So that's back then. Now's the time where things are slightly more lax for the LGBTQ+ community. So what's our good friend Chick-fil-A doing now? Well, the business is trying to set itself apart from the owner by giving back to the people. They have many programs, but I didn't see any where they help out or donate to LGBTQ+ related, organizations or charities. So not much is going on there. What about the owner though? Dan Baldman Cathy, the owner and current CEO, is still donating to the charities that are effectively trying to stop the Equality Act. It's as if the Equality Act stole his hair and he's vengeful because of it. Now that I think about it, I don't think Chick-fil-A has ever rainbow washed their logo. So they're kind of an outlier here. I guess while Dan may be a bad person, he's not hypocritical. Okay, I lied. On to the next one. So I'm not going to include it in this list, but I do want to mention it. Budweiser / Bud Light. Do you enjoy the taste of rubbing alcohol? Perhaps I can interest you in some Bud Light. Aside from their recent ad playing on the acronym in a hilariously tone-deaf way, they also made this Twitter post a couple years back that just seemed like a way to push their branding even more. It's cool to see all the different rips on what I'm assuming are shot glasses, but when you see the big Budweiser logo on it, it makes you wonder what they're actually supporting. And I think they donated $1 for every can purchased, which is basically a if you help me, I'll help them type deal. And countless companies do things like this where they're like, hey guys, check us out. We're proud to be a part of and sponsor this. Publicity stunt? What? No, not at all. I'm sounding so negative right now. I'm just being a little cynical. Budweiser's made a lot of contributions and broadcasted their support many times, so I'm not gonna give them too much. Even though for all I know, some of those actions could have been ulterior motives, because businesses are gonna biz. I could be wrong, but who knows? So, if I had to choose, I would say the winner of this video for the biggest con would be Urban Outfitters. Yeah, they donated $250,000 to an organization, but like I mentioned with H&M, any company can do that. What's going on indoors? What's really going on? Not to mention there are many tone-deaf screw-ups in the past, which lead me to believe there's still a modicum of ignorance there, and it's hard for me to take their contributions too seriously. I don't know, Urban Outfitters still doesn't completely sit right with me. I think they'll need more time. But a lot of these brands are actually better this year than they were previously. A lot have realized that simply rainbow washing their logos and products wasn't cutting it anymore. It's slowly becoming less about trying to prove how supportive they are and more about putting in work to do good for the people. And then you have Skittles. So every June, Skittles rolls out these
Go Skittles.
where every Skittle in the bag is white. As far as flavors, you have Spectre, Poltergeist, Spirit, Apparition, and Phantom. They're all the same color. Which sucks because now when I buy Skittles, I won't know which flavor I'm eating. And they're doing the same thing as Budweiser, where for every bag you buy, they donate $1 to an LGBTQ organization, but I'm less inclined to buy it because I don't like being confused. Removing the rainbow doesn't help anything. How am I supposed to mix all of the possible flavor combinations if I don't know which is which? I want to mix a strawberry with the green apple, and then green apple with the orange, and then strawberry with the orange, and then strawberry, green apple, and the orange, and then I want to mix all 5 of the flavors at once. That's literally the main reason people buy Skittles, with the exception of some plebs who just eat it randomly. You had one job, Skittles, and that was to keep doing what you were doing. But no, get rid of your colors. It's not like I cared anyway. I don't want to wait till July. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Hey! Don't go anywhere yet, I'm not done. So this is my very first YouTube video. I'm excited to roll out some more in the future. I already have a ton of content ideas planned out. It's just gonna take me some time because I'm still learning the editing process along with everything else. I'm also gonna do the cliche thing of asking that if you like the video to not just like, but also subscribe. Look, I didn't say it at the very beginning of the video, so give me credit. I have churros if you're second guessing, but it'll definitely help out a lot. I'm trying to simultaneously make content on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and hopefully Twitch in the future. I even made a Discord server for anyone who joins the community to just, have fun and join me on my journey. So make sure to stick around. It's gonna be a fun ride. I'm gonna be big. I need you guys to help me get big. That sounds weird. For every person that subscribes, I will eat 1 strand of gay spaghetti. Yeah. Follow those links in the description. Peace.
Look, can I just get a top and bottom bun? Ah, so you're versatile. Wait, you're still talking about buns, right?